I am Chef Kia. All of the world, I travel all over teaching people to cook. And today I'm going to teach you one of the most important skills in cooking, and that is measuring. Not to measure right. If you not use the right tools and the right techniques and you not measure right, your product is no good. And there's nothing that you can do about it. So very important step. We're going to measure. First, you got to have the proper equipment. You can buy it any place. You can get it very cheap, but also make sure that it's accurate or very close to accurate. You really not need lots of things because we got cups. You can't use of these things, and I'll show you why in a minute. We got some expensive things. You don't really need ones of those because these you can use them too. But today I'm going to show you how to measure. So the first thing are we going to measure? We're going to measure liquids. You're going to measure water, you're going to measure milk, you're going to measure lots and lots of liquids, and most of them can measure the same way. Okay, so we got a couple like this, we got a couple like this, we got a couple like this, we got some cups are like this. These dry measure. Can't use them for liquid. They don't work because you can't get to the very top and then get it measured and then very, very carefully carry it over, dump it in without losing some of it. So you end up putting it down too far and then you don't get it out. So we got easy solution. We got the liquid measure. So with the liquid measure, it sometimes even have space above. So if you go slush, 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 it's gonna be okay. So I'm gonna pour some water into here. But if I do it up here, looking up here, I'm looking down. If I sit it way up high, I'm looking up, I'm not getting it to the right amount. So what we got to do is you got to get an eye level. You can do this at your sink. If you got a level place by your sink to set your measuring cup and just come out of the faucet, it's gonna work okay. Otherwise, just pour from one thing to another, from a pitcher, from a bigger bowl, from a cup, whatever. So we're gonna get to eye level. I'm gonna measure out exactly 1 cup water. 1 cup water in here. So I have exactly 1 cup water. When I measure water, it's pretty flat. In science class, you learn a term for something else. That when you have surface tension, things go like this, or things go like this. With the big liquid, they go like this, and you're going to measure to this bottom part of the little curve, and that's called the meniscus. Anybody remember meniscus from science? Well, that's what you're going to measure. So if you measure thick things like honey, like syrup, things that are thick, even thick oil, you're going to measure to the bottom of the curve. Water, much simpler. Just measure it. Okay, now, so we got a couple like this, and we got a couple like this, and you don't got a couple like this at home. So you're going to use a couple like this. Let's see if it's about the same. We're going to pour it in there. Oopsie. If you measure using this, you're going to get the way too much. So I tell you, this is not going to work. Don't use it. Don't use it. Use one of these. Invest. Even if it's not perfect, it's going to be better. Look at the difference. It only comes up to here when you measure in 1 cup of this. It's not the work. So you're going to have big difference. If you fill this up to the top, you're going to have probably 1/3 cup. That's going to make your cake be all mushy gushy inside. It's not going to be good. So this go down to 1/4 cup. At 1/4, 1/3, 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, 1 cup. Other side, it's going to tell you in metric. We're not going to use metric here. When I teach in France, when I teach in Italy, other places, I use the metric. But here, we use standard measure. So I have a recipe, and it calls for 1 tablespoon. How the heck are you going to get the 1 tablespoon out of here? Because there's no room to get 1 tablespoon out of here. It doesn't go that small. You're going to use the measure spoons. Now the measure spoons They usually come tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon. So that's usually how they come. Sometimes you get to some fancy smashy ones and they get 1/8 and they get 2/3 and they get all kinds of stuff. This is what you're generally going to get. So this is what I'm going to teach you with. So when you need some water, you're going to go to the sink, or you're going to go and you're just going to do it like this. This time your surface tension heap up over the top. So if you're doing something thick, it's going to heap up over the top. Even the water heaped up over the top. And that's going to be it. I'm going to give you a tip though. Don't try to carry this along the way. So do your measure and then put it right into your bowl. Or if you want to measure as the chefs do, you measure out and then you put it in a little cup. And then that little cup, you know, already measured out, and you can use it right away whenever you need it, and you not have to spill and mop up, and then Miss S and I get mad at you because you counter wet. Okay, okay. Now, bye-bye, adios, arrivederci, bonjour, what was that, hello, au revoir, and later, dude.